Okay, welcome to another Launchpad ride. I'm recording tonight because this should be a training video for the guys that are new to leading. Okay, I would have liked a little bit more time, but beggars can't be choosers, so let's just get on with this ride and get on to the 2-2 afterwards. Okay, I'm going to put the fence at 10 seconds. And then we roll out at 1. Okay, so that's pretty good. You can see Jonathan at the back of the pack in the red beacon, and the other Jonathan Stone, is riding next to him. So they're keeping an eye on the rear of the pack for me. Without increasing speed too much, I'll try and move a bit further forward. What I'm keen to do here is, although I'm doing over the stated 1 watt kilo pace, I'm trying to get further towards the front of the group, but without pushing the pace up. So that's quite important. Just gently make my way towards the middle of the pack, but without trying to push the pace up. The Launchpad, I find it's a funny ride because it's at such an easy pace. It's difficult to stay at 1 watt kilo, and because of that, I find this ride actually harder than the 2-2, because at least at the 2-2 you can spin your legs. On this one, you've got to be so controlled in your riding. It takes a lot of concentration, because again I'm slightly increasing my pace to try and move up a little, but I know that if I start to push, and you can see that a gap has already appeared, But if I start to push, the whole group will push with me. And before we know it, we're going to be doing over 1.5, which defeats the object of the ride, because this is a beginner's ride. Communication, thank you, Jonathan. Communication is key on this ride. I'm concentrating so much on speaking into the microphone, I'm forgetting to send my normal messages. But normally, what you're doing is you're typing in messages, making sure the group's all together, asking if the pace is okay. I'm going to tell the front not to push it. Some fans on. Okay, I'm going to adjust the fence to 5 seconds because of the front group. Now that's a feature that you have at your command, Jonathan. If you need to use it, use the fence to do what I'm doing here. The people that are beyond the fence now should be getting the return to group message. And there you are, some of them are dropping back. So they should drop back to join the leader group. Because you can see that I'm doing enough of a pace, so they shouldn't be pushing on ahead and causing a split in the ride. Okay, we'll put the fence back to 10 now. So we got Sandra. Okay, I don't normally do that. I don't normally go to 1.5 and then tell the group to dial it back. But they are surging tonight. There's a group that are determined to push on through the fence, which is why I've made it 5 seconds, because now they'll constantly get the message to return to group. So I'm going to try and keep a steady 1.2, 1.3-ish in the group, and hopefully that will give Jonathan's a chance to get the back of the group back to us, because they're working really hard, and there's nothing more demoralising than if the group in front, you know, is continuing to surge on ahead. You keep an eye on the rear at all times. Keep an eye on your red beacon, see where he is. And if you need to slow to give them chance to catch, do so. Because this is a group ride. And you'll see that that becomes increasingly important when we get onto the True 2. I had to literally scream at Michael last week on Wednesday to slow his group down when he was leading the True 2, because myself and the red team at the back were working overtime to try and claw his way back, and we weren't making any progress. Even though at times we were doing double the pace of the group up front. So it is important as a leader that you take note, and I'm going slightly over here, so just slow down a bit, but that you take note of what's happening at the back with your sweeping team. See if I can keep it at 1.2 for them. Come on back. So you can see now that the red team are in a nice group, closing up on the back of the leader pack. The leader pack is the red arrow, and the red shield is the back, is Jonathan and the team. So they're closing up nicely. I'm keeping it at 1.0 to try and give them a chance to close the gap before we finish the round. Because that'll feel really good for them if they can get back. Yeah, Dawn's saying legs are screaming, but you know, if she can get back, she'll feel absolutely marvellous. There's nothing does your confidence better than seeing yourself get back onto a group that you've lost. It's a wonderful feeling. I've been there many times, and although this is a beginner's ride, there you are, 3 seconds, 2 seconds back.